Top 10 Most Insane Banned Waterslides You Can't Go On. Who doesn't love a great outing to the water park with family and friends in this hot and steamy summer season? Water parks are so fun with adventurous and fun-filled slides and rides to enjoy with near and dear ones. We all love riding the water slides. It is indeed the best way to beat the heat on a hot summer day. But unfortunately, these water slides can be extremely dangerous in opposition to the thrill they provide. Notably, many cases have been registered against world-popular water slides for being responsible for people's miseries. Many of them have been banned because of their hazardous construction. So today we will discuss the top 10 most insane banned water slides you can't go on. But first, be sure to subscribe to never miss out on any of our videos. Number 10. Calypso Water Park. Calypso Water Park is the summertime place to be for children and thrill seekers alike. As the biggest theme water park in Canada, Calypso Water Park features a wide variety of attractions for people of all ages. It has 35 slides, 100 water games and 2 theme rivers. It is also home to the largest wave pool in the country, exciting slides for everyone, play areas for young families. It is a water park located in Limoges, Ontario, Canada, about 35 kilometers east of Ottawa. The park opened its doors to the public on June 7, 2010. It was slammed with 20 charges in 2015 due to safety issues. The water park was found guilty of 6 of these charges. These charges were against a particularly dangerous slide called the steamer slide. Number 9. Aquasphere. Peninsula Aquatic Recreation Center Park is home to the world's first Aquasphere family raft ride, the thrilling constrictor raft ride and an award-winning Aquaplay aquatic playground. The Aquasphere, which features a long winding bath, is blamed for all kinds of problems since its conception. These problems usually resolve in people suffering some pretty intense injuries. So Aquasphere slide at Peninsula Aquatic Recreation Center was torn down and rebuilt. Park Chief Executive Tim Gledhill said the Aquasphere waterslide, which has been repeatedly shut down following injuries to swimmers, would be dismantled to make way for a new raft waterslide with work starting soon. Number 8. Shoot the Rapids. Shoot the Rapids was a log flume water ride located at Cedar Point in Sandusky, Ohio. The ride was built and designed by Interride, a subsidiary of Intamin, and opened to the public on June 26, 2010. Riders get to go down a massive slide while on a raft, with up to 10 people fitting on one raft. The ride was decided one of the worst injuries and incidents in waterslides history. The ride was being pulled to the top of the hill when it malfunctioned. The raft was sent hurtling back down the hill before flipping upside down. 10 people were stuck in their seats trapped underwater with no way out. So on February 20, 2016, Cedar Point officially announced the ride's permanent closure. Number 7. Black Hole. Wet 'n Wild Orlando was the flagship water park of Wet 'n Wild, owned by NBC Universal, located on International Drive in Orlando, Florida. It was founded in 1977 by SeaWorld creator George Millet. It has been the target of several lawsuits, all fought by several people who were severe injuries while riding this death trap. After an injury, a man had to have metal plates fixed into the back of his neck. So it was closed on December 31, 2016. Number 6. Insano Water Slide. With a name like the Insano, you know what to expect. This water slide in Brazil is something else. You basically fall down the slide at breakneck speed and then plunge into the water at the end. Insano has been listed in the Guinness Book of World Records, and brave riders plummet down the slide at a nerve-shredding speed, reaching around 65 miles an hour. This is one of the tallest water slides in the world. This thing is a whopping 41 meters in height, that the same as a 14-story building, so it was bound to have terrible injuries associated with it. Riders experience speed over 65 miles per hour on their revering way down to the bottom. They say it's so steep that your body barely touches the slide. You're like floating in mid-air most of the ride. Number 5. Sahara Sidewinders. The Sahara Sidewinders are very dangerous indeed. It's marketed as the only indoor slide with loops, the only first of its kind in America. The safety needed for such kind of technology was completely ignored by the engineers. In 2011, the resort was hit with a lawsuit that left a teenage boy injured. Number 4. Cannonball Falls. Action Park was an amusement and water park located in Vernon Township, New Jersey, United States, on the grounds of the Vernon Valley Great Gorge Ski Resort. The park consisted primarily of water-based attractions and originally opened to the public in 1978 under the ownership of Great American Recreation. Because of the number of people who were getting injured on this thing, the park had to shut down this ride in September 2015. This ride ends with a 10 sheer drop into a pool. 6 people were severely injured in one season. Number 3. Veruca's Waterslide. Verricht was originally scheduled to open in June 2013, but difficulties during various stages of construction and testing resulted in several delays. Sandbags loaded into rafts during testing were often seen going airborne. The ride's final design saw rafts reach a maximum speed of 70 miles per hour. This waterslide located at the Schlitterbahn Kansas City Water Park in Kansas City, Kansas. It was opened on July 10, 2014. This was the world's tallest waterslide at 17 stories high. Well, this is much more intensely terrifying. Caleb, she was a 10-year boy, was thrown from the raft and decapitated in August 2016. Since this incident, the slide has been rightfully shut down, and Verricht was permanently closed. Number 2. Geronimo Falls Action Park. Geronimo Falls was Action Park's take on speed slides. But there was a catch: the incline was far steeper than most speed slides today. It was so steep that the first portion of the slide was enclosed because riders would frequently come off of the slide at the top, and the enclosure forced them back down onto the slide instead of plummeting to the ground below. There was a metal bar that guests would hang from with their feet out over the edge of the slide and let themselves drop out onto it. Riders could reach speeds of nearly 100 kilometers per hour on the way down. Geronimo Falls no longer exists, but when it did, it was considered one of the most extreme slides of all time. It was due to its stupid amount of steepness. The incline was insane. Today's slides don't even try to match this level of steepness. Well, it is an obvious reason. Well, why you shouldn't make slides as Geronimo Falls is because people don't slide, they are fly in midair until eventually hitting the surface of the slide. Number 1. Cannonball Loop Water Slide. Some things just don't go together, and while loops and roller coasters are the best of friends, we're pretty sure that water slides and loops have restraining orders against each other. Apparently, the engineers of Action Park never got this message and built the flagship of stupidity called the Cannonball Loop. It was exactly what it looks like, a water slide with a loop at the end of it. While it doesn't seem physically possible to make it through, the slide was an operating attraction at Action Park for about a month. After that, the state mandated that it be closed down, probably for being the most hilariously unsafe ride ever created. It was rumored that this attraction was never open to customers. But in 1985, the Cannonball Loop was indeed open for business. During the testing of this, dummies were decapitated. Well, no one ever died on this, but people have been stuck, but finally, it was closed for good too. Thank you guys for watching. If you want more videos like this, to make sure to like the video and hit the subscribe button, and we'll see you in the next video.